Antarctica, the icy continent covering around 14 million square kilometers, remains one of the most enigmatic territories on our planet. But why is access to it so strictly limited? What secrets might this harsh and remote region conceal? Today we'll try to uncover what makes Antarctica such a compelling subject for scientists and such an alluring topic for conspiracy theorists. Let's start with some history. The earliest mentions of Antarctica as an unknown southern land date back to ancient texts. Philosophers of antiquity believed that a landmass had to exist in the southern part of the Earth to balance the land in the north. Yet it wasn't until the early 19th century that the continent was officially discovered. In 1820, Russian explorers Fabian Gottlieb von Bellingshausen and Mikhail Lazarev became the first to sight and document Antarctica. They didn't set foot on the continent, but their discovery paved the way for future expeditions. Years later, in the early 20th century, the era of heroic Antarctic exploration began. Norwegian explorer Roald Amundsen became the first person to reach the South Pole in 1911, beating the British expedition led by Robert Falcon Scott by only a few weeks. Tragically, Scott's team perished on their return journey. This period was marked by the spirit of adventure, but also highlighted just how unforgiving the conditions in Antarctica are. Temperatures can plummet to -80 degrees Celsius, and constant icy winds make survival extremely perilous. But what makes Antarctica so crucial for modern research? The answer lies in its unique role in Earth's climate system. The Antarctic ice sheet holds about 60% of the world's fresh water. If all that ice were to melt, global sea levels would rise by tens of meters, flooding coastal cities around the globe. This is why scientists are studying Antarctica's glaciers to understand how global warming might be affecting them and what this means for our future. One of the most intriguing research targets is Lake Vostok. Buried beneath almost 4 kilometers of ice, it is one of the largest subglacial lakes in the world. It has been sealed off from the rest of the planet for millions of years, and scientists believe that unique forms of life could be thriving there, offering insights into how life might survive in extreme conditions, even on other planets. However, drilling into the lake is fraught with risks. Any contamination could destroy its ancient ecosystem. Now, let's delve into the mysteries of Antarctica that have fueled numerous conspiracy theories. One of the most captivating ideas is that ancient ruins, or even entire cities, might lie hidden beneath the ice. Some theorists claim that millennia ago, Antarctica was not a frozen wasteland, but a fertile land with advanced cultures and engineering feats. They often cite unusual shapes seen in satellite images that resemble pyramids or remnants of ancient walls and buildings. These hypotheses gained traction when it was revealed that millions of years ago, Antarctica was indeed a warmer continent, covered in forests and crisscrossed by rivers. In 2016, viral photos allegedly showed perfectly symmetrical pyramids carved from ice, sparking speculation that they might be the remains of a lost civilization, possibly one that predated known ancient cultures. However, most scientists offer a more rational explanation. These so-called pyramids are simply natural mountain formations shaped by wind and glacial erosion. Geologists emphasize that similar structures can be found in other extreme environments around the world. Yet the question of whether Antarctica could have hosted an ancient civilization continues to spark debate. Paleoclimatological research shows that the continent may have been ice-free over 34 million years ago, leaving room for speculation about complex life forms that we have yet to discover. Other theories about Antarctica's mysteries date back to World War II. There are numerous rumors that the Nazis were particularly interested in the continent and conducted extensive research there in search of resources or for building secret bases. According to historical records, a German expedition led by Alfred Richter explored Antarctica in 1938, naming a large area New Swabia. It is said that the Nazis studied ice caves and tried to create underground facilities to develop advanced technology, including experiments with aircraft or even energy devices. Some even claim that after the war, high-ranking Nazi officials escaped to Antarctica to hide out in these secret bases. While these ideas capture the imagination of both researchers and sci-fi enthusiasts, no credible evidence has been found to prove the existence of such bases. Allied records and post-war investigations have failed to reveal any Nazi complexes in Antarctica. Nevertheless, rumors persist, fueled by the fear of Nazi technology, which was indeed ahead of its time. It's possible that belief in these secret bases is just a way to explain where some of the Nazi masterminds disappeared to after the war. But the mysteries don't end there. One of the most popular and controversial theories involves extraterrestrial civilizations. Some claim that Antarctica might have been a landing site for alien spacecraft, or even a base for extraterrestrials. In this context, strange magnetic anomalies detected by scientists in certain areas of the continent are often mentioned. These anomalies could suggest the presence of massive metal structures or objects of unknown origin beneath the ice. Supporters of this theory also point to ancient myths and legends that speak of mysterious lands covered in ice and inhabited by higher beings. The scientific community remains highly skeptical of such claims. Magnetic anomalies can be explained by geological processes, such as the presence of volcanoes or different types of rock formations that create natural magnetic deviations. But there are still those who believe that beneath the thick ice sheet may lie artifacts left not only by ancient humans, but also by more advanced extraterrestrial beings. Proponents of this idea compare some of the satellite images to geoglyphs like the Nazca lines in Peru, suggesting that aliens might have left their mark on Earth long before humanity emerged. Adding fuel to the fire are recent discoveries. In 2012, researchers announced the existence of an extensive network of subglacial lakes and rivers in Antarctica, kept liquid by geothermal heat. Some speculate that these could harbor secrets, possibly even evidence of unknown life forms. There's a theory that beneath the ice are remnants of ancient forests that once flourished during a time when Antarctica was much warmer. Such findings make us wonder, what if there really is something under the ice that could completely change our understanding of Earth's history? Beyond the theories, Antarctica is also a strategic focus in modern geopolitics. Despite the Antarctic Treaty signed in 1959 to preserve the continent for scientific research and protect its ecosystem, some nations show interest in the potential natural resources hidden beneath the ice. The continent may contain vast reserves of oil, gas, and rare metals, and in the future, we might witness disputes over who has the right to exploit these resources. Let's explore more about recent discoveries. In 2018, scientists reported the discovery of unusual microbes in the icy waters of Antarctica's subglacial lakes. These organisms can survive in extreme cold and complete darkness, and their genetic makeup differs from any known forms of life. This opens up new scientific possibilities. Some believe that studying these microbes could help us search for life beyond Earth, particularly on icy moons like Europa and Enceladus. Antarctica is also a front-row seat to global climate change. Studies show that temperatures on the continent are slowly rising, and the ice sheet is shrinking. In 2020, a record high temperature of over 20 degrees Celsius was recorded. This is a worrying sign for the entire planet, as the melting of Antarctica's ice sheets could lead to irreversible consequences. Scientists are working tirelessly to understand the impact of climate change on this continent and how to mitigate the impending disaster. But what does the ice truly conceal? Some researchers believe that ancient forests and ecosystems could be buried beneath the ice, remnants of a time when Antarctica was a green continent. In 2020, fossilized plants were found, indicating that lush forests once thrived here. Imagine dense woods, rivers, and abundant life in a place now covered by miles of ice. These discoveries give us a glimpse of how our planet has evolved over millions of years. Another mystery is the strange sounds recorded by scientists in Antarctica. In 2018, researchers detected low-frequency vibrations coming from the ice. These sounds are so peculiar that some suggest they might be caused by geological processes or even underground water reservoirs expanding and contracting under pressure. Conspiracy theorists, however, argue that these sounds could be linked to extraterrestrial activity. Speaking of volcanoes, Antarctica is not just ice and snow. Beneath its surface lie dozens of active volcanoes. One of them, Mount Erebus, is an active volcano that spews lava despite the freezing temperatures. Scientists are concerned that a possible eruption could accelerate the melting of glaciers, leading to a rise in sea levels. But these volcanoes could also explain the presence of warm subglacial lakes and geothermal hotspots. Now let's return to the Antarctic Treaty. Why does the international community so strictly regulate activities on the continent? The answer is simple: to preserve this unique region for future generations. Any human interference could damage an ecosystem that has developed over millions of years. Even small changes, such as water pollution or glacial destruction, could have global consequences. Antarctica serves as a natural laboratory, offering scientists invaluable insights into the workings of our planet. Despite strict regulations, tourists can still visit Antarctica. Expeditions are organized under stringent guidelines, allowing visitors to marvel at the icy landscapes, icebergs, and wildlife. However, tourism is tightly controlled, and all travelers must follow strict rules to minimize their impact on the environment. So what does the future hold for Antarctica? Global warming and rapidly melting ice continue to threaten the continent. But Antarctica remains a vital part of our planet, holding secrets that could forever change our understanding of Earth. Will we ever find an explanation for all of its mysteries? Or will Antarctica continue to captivate us with its mystic stories and groundbreaking scientific discoveries?